All right, day 7. We really want to go sailing, but we were told our sails are not in good condition. Welcome to day 7 of living on a boat and sailing for sustainability. So, we decided to look at the Genoa, which we were told was in the worst shape, and it was. So, we decided to take it off and swap it out for the one in the office, which is not a new Genoa, but newer than this one and certainly in much better shape. After we got this Genoa off, we opened the sail bag for the relatively new one and were quite disappointed. I had a little moment of freak out when I saw this tear and this hole that I could stick my finger through. But we decided not to panic, and we took the sail to the football to get a good look before the effort of putting it on the roller furling. And it didn't look too bad. That tear that I thought was as long as my forearm, which it is actually quite small compared to the entire sail. So we went ahead and put it on and went sailing to give her a good test.
What are you doing?
I'm sailing the boat! First day taking the boat out. We're going almost 6 knots on 9-10 knots of wind, so that's nice. The sails are functioning, which is very exciting. We spent a lovely day out on the lake, and we're really pleased with how the sails were working. We didn't put the staysail up because we really wanted to see what the Genoa could do, and we're confident now that these sails will definitely get us to England, where we will still be getting a new mainsail and a new Genoa, but this Genoa is in good enough shape that we'll keep it as backup. It was a really great day to be out on the water, and it was kind of wild because this is a freshwater lake, but it looks very much like the ocean, even with the little foam. And it was just a fabulous day to get a feel for the boat and literally learn all of the ropes and test things. Brett got to warm his hands in his pockets while testing autopilot. You can see the wheel moving on its own. And then I brought us back into the marina. It's a very narrow little channel. The marina itself is very cute, but let's just say no one starts sailing because they're excited about learning how to dock a boat. And we felt all 47 feet of this beauty when we were trying to get back in. But we had the help of a very nice guy who I was able to throw a bow line to. And it was a really nice reminder of how inviting and warm the sailing community can be. I thought of a couple things after sailing the boat for the first time, which was amazing. But coming back into the marina and docking and getting out too, like, it's hard to maneuver sailboats, especially bigger boats in smaller marinas. And this boat is a beast. And it really reminded me of that quote that it takes courage to look like an amateur when you're learning something new. And I think it's so important that we all are okay with that. We're okay with looking a little foolish, a little bit like amateurs, because otherwise we'll never try anything new. And so far, the sailing community has been pretty cool in terms of they've all been there. They know it. We had a guy remind us to go a little bit faster, which is the scary part, right? Because you think you should go slow, which you should. But if you're not going fast enough, then you don't have enough control of your steerage because there's not enough water going past your rudder. And that tip just shouted from a guy at another boat. We were like, oh yeah, and then boom. Dock the boat, threw the bow line to the other guy. It was great. So have courage to try new things and be okay with being a newbie and an amateur. Everyone's been there, and if they're crap to you, they're not your people. Learn something new with someone else. And don't sweat it. Who cares? Everybody starts somewhere. And then the second thing that I really, really loved about yesterday was when the boat hit 7 knots. The water off the stern, the sound just kicked it up. And it was like, now you're moving. Now you're going somewhere. And that feeling of like moving with the wind and with the water, it's kind of like a communing with nature as nature. And I always try to remind myself that like we are nature. And that's why I want to live at sea. That's so much why I want to live at sea. It's my favorite ecosystem. And I read this amazing book, and in it they talk about how if you really want to defend a place, you need to inhabit it. Which is why people are so good at defending their home, their communities, because they inhabit it. They know it. It's in their blood, in their bones. It's their blood, sweat, and tears. And so that's a big thing for me with this channel, is that I finally am going to inhabit the ocean. And I'm hoping that my experiences and everything I share helps me defend the ocean better and get us all on board, pun intended, to living in harmony with the ocean, whether we live on the coast or far, far away in the mountains. We can all do something great with the ocean. So thanks for watching.